What's good? My name is Rowlett and welcome to a brand new rumor-related video. So before we jump into the rumors, I quickly just want to say, check out my recent secrets and Easter eggs in Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green video that I posted a few days ago. There's going to be a link down below for it, please check it out, give it some love, give it a look, and yeah, just enjoy it. But yeah, today we're talking about rumors, right? So we got two rumors and one piece of actual information. So first up is a two-parter rumor that goes through like the Crown Tundra, what's going to happen there. It's in literally two parts, so it's going to be pretty large. And then the second thing we're going to talk about is a little bit about Pokemon Unite, because there's been some information from the devs, so we're going to look at the article about that. And yeah, that's basically it. Now let's get started. So first up is this 4chan rumor coming to us, and this one here basically just has an image that is included with it, which is just one of the Crown Tundra, like the images we've seen in the past, so nothing too crazy from that. But beyond that though, it does have a lot of information, and like I said, it came in two parts. One was posted on Monday, and then Tuesday, the 13th of July, and then the 14th of July. So these are pretty old in terms of when they were posted, but I thought it was worthwhile to still cover them, as they're pretty large. And the thing with rumors is, and the only reason, we even need to cover them at all, is because sometimes they end up being real. Like, for example, the Ben Affleck leak from last year, which ended up being correct. So let's take a look at what this one has to say. So, CT, or Crown Tundra, takes place 4 months after the Isle of Armor. So I'm not sure what he means here by takes place 4 months after, but, is it real world, 4 months, or in-game 4 months? That's kind of what I'm curious about. Then he says here, the exploration team is made up of Peony, Beatty, Marnie, and the player. Alright then. Hop is there, and he has already finished his research on the Isle of Armor and decides to help Sonia with hers. Peony has a daughter named Festivia. However, she decides to stay with Hop and Sonia to analyze the team's discoveries. Festivia's dream is to become an explorer like her father, but her cowardice and fear of the unknown stop her from fulfilling it. Alright then. The largest town in the Crown Tundra is Willowville, and it's the starting point of the DLC. This is where Hop, Sonia, and Festivia reside during the expedition. Willowville's chiefs are Dryas and his wife Donia. Dryas is a fan of mythology and a former Pokemon professor. This is why he gladly welcomes the exploration team into town. There are 3 more legendaries that have yet to be announced. 2 of them are Calyrix's steeds, and the other is a 4th legendary bird that plays Lugia's role in the Galarian bird trio. Now, we would probably know a little bit more about this if it was true, because we did have the data mine, unless they hid that away deep enough where, we wouldn't be able to easily find it. But let's be honest though, right? In all fairness, it's kind of hard to believe there's going to be like a Lugia thing here, considering the fact that we have literally not seen anything else like, within the files. We've seen the Calyrex thing, and we've seen the chieftains, or whatever he's talking about. We've already seen those characters, because those were actually data mined. But none of this, like, other stuff has actually been confirmed from that. And also, it could just be using information that's already known, trying to, like, make us think it's realistic, but let's continue. Calyrex has a white steed and black steed. I don't remember the names, sorry. The white one is Fighting Fairy, and the black one is Fighting Duck. The 4th legendary bird is named, I'm not going to try to read that, is Spura Quattro? It's kind of hard to read that, and it's Flying Ghost type. Spura Quattro is based on a white-tailed eagle, and it's not related to Lugia or Ho-Oh. So that sounds fair, but it does have some references to them in its design. Feathers on its back that stimulate Lugia's fins, and a black mask that surrounds its eyes. Very similar to Ho-Oh's. The big red tree is called, Hachtamore Tree. It was born after the fall of whatever that Pokemon is called in the darkest day. The Dynamax energy of his body became a sprout, and his spirit now lives under it. Unfortunately, he continues on saying here, I've only seen a new Galarian form, but not counting the birds and Slowking. Galarian Spiritomb, based on the ancient armor, or enchanted armor, its stone is replaced with a helmet, and Spiritomb's body becomes green with purple eyes. G-Spiritomb, Gigantamax Spiritomb, has an evolution called Spirit Dire, okay? Basically, it's a G-Spiritomb, but with full armor. G-Spiritomb line has many different variations, as the helmet has 10 different coat of arms designs. That sounds actually pretty awesome, I'm gonna be honest. G-Max Dragonite has giant wings and holds a blue orb. Its G-Max move, G-Max Wing Gust, activates the Tailwind movement in your team. Okay, cool. G-Max Nidoking has 3 thick horns that stimulate the crown and a dark purple exoskeleton that simulates a knight's armor. Its G-Max movement, G-Max Ambush, poisons the rival's Pokemon, ignores the steel and poison types like Salazzle's ability. Then we have G-Max Nidoqueen, has several thinner horns that mimic a tiara and an exoskeleton similar to Nidoking's exoskeleton but with light blue colors. Then we have Crown Tundra's main story lasts about 8 hours. Ooh, that's quadruple of time that Isle of Armor, although of course the duration depends on how far you stray from the story, if you prefer to explore first and all that. There are new battles called Dream Battles or Dream Matches. Can't recall where you can basically face the champions of other regions, similar to the Pokemon World Tournament, but only with champions. The best scene in the entire DLC, at least from what I've seen, is the Calyrex chapter, where the player plus the rest of the exploration team must take the Spirit Dire that protect the cathedral, think the protagonist belongs to royalty, so they can't let them in. Beatty is a servant, Marnie is a knight, Peony is a royal advisor, and a good thing about this scene is that seeing the interaction between the characters as they try to get into the royal roles assigned to them. It's a breathtaking scene. I know it's very funny, and they won't see it in the trailer, so I thought I would do a nice detail to add. Alright, and more to come. So that was the first part of the rumor. Like I said, it's pretty long. It's pretty darn long. So now we have the second one. Let's get right into it. So he continues on saying here, Spyro Quattro, which is that 4th legendary bird, won't be available until mid-December and will be added via a small update. I don't know exact date, but you will know as soon as I do. Then he says, Galarian Slowking is Psychic Ghost type. Ghost type Pokemon are very common in the Crown Tundra as it's mostly a fallen kingdom. G-Max Nidoqueen's G-Max move is called G-Max Invasion and has the same effect as Nidoking's poisoning the opponent's Pokemon. In the Reggie's chapter, the exploration team enters a strange town without electricity that seems to live frozen in time, since the lifestyle of the town is practically from the Middle Ages. This strange town is called Doradale, and it's a very isolated place, which started growing technologically thanks to the power of Regieleki. However, the humans feared that Regieleki's seals would break, and they decided to lock it in a nearby temple to make sure they would be safe, in exchange for giving up their technological advances. Now, a few years later, the people of Doradale discovered the existence of Regidrago. They began to write legends about it, and with the passage of time, they began to be afraid of it. They created a small wall to try to keep the town safe. However, as rumors of the complete form of Regidrago came across, they decided to end their fear once and for all and locked Regidrago in a temple along with Regieleki. G-Max Regieleki breaks free of its seals and turns into a ball of pure electricity, which emits lightning in all directions. Its G-Max move, G-Max Arcane Storm, can hit ground types. Jeez, okay. G-Max Regidrago has a magenta body that resembles a drake, a dragon without wings. An absence of wings is due to the fact that G-Max form is not its complete form, and unfortunately the complete Regidrago form cannot be achieved in any way. It's similar case to the lost fusion of Kyurem, Reshiram, and Zekrom. Its G-Max move, G-Max Ancestral Shot, can hit fairy types. Fair enough. It's going to be pretty useful, actually. Now we continue. The cathedral home of Calyrex does not have a particular name. It has been lost over time, so they constantly refer to it as the cathedral. Near the cathedral, there is a corridor outside full of statues of Corviknight and their respective trainers, dressed in armor. It is one of the most beautiful places in the Crown Tundra, and it's called Hall of the Fallen. There is a humble cemetery in a less snowy area of the tundra called Melancholy Fields. This is where the bodies of the kingdom's peasants and their Pokemon are buried. The large tree of the cathedral is called Orixian 3? I cannot read that. And it's directly connected to Calyrex. When Calyrex is weak, the tree turns a darker color and its leaves fall. Formerly, the tree had abundant leaves and symbolized the prosperity of the Calyrex reign. Calyrex confused with its steeds, and the item that allows you to do that is Calyrex's crown jewel. It is a tiny red diamond that is capable of opening Calyrex's cocoon and thus merging with one of its 2 steeds. Another scene that you will not see in the trailers, Calyrex is able to see the past, the present, and the future, and can communicate telepathically with other living beings. While the player sleeps, Calyrex shows us 2 possible futures in our dreams. A happy future, in which the player appears 5 years later in an exhibition match against Marnie and Beatty, and also BD helping Hop with investigation of the fairy type. However, Calories can also show the players an alternate future where all the Galar is in dark and all the energy is concentrated in one place and in the distance. Then a black silhouette appears with bright white eyes. The dream ends there and the player wakes up scared. Peony is Rose's little brother and worked alongside him in the coal mine years ago. They haven't talked for a long time. There's a battle with Mani at the end of the Calyrex chapter. It's not a battle for fun, I'll just say that. And there you go. I mean, I don't know. It seems a little bit insane, to be honest. This is a pretty large rumor, if I may say so myself. But that's basically the two-part rumor. That's basically what it is. You know, so I'm not really sure what to say, guys. Do you guys believe this? Do you think it's bullshit? Do you think it's fake? I mean, let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm actually really torn on this one. I'm really torn on this one, if it's real or not. So let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about it? But let's move over to the quick Pokemon Unite information. So here are the news coming from Pokemon Unite. This was posted on Nintendo Soup, and here's what it is. Pokemon Unite devs discuss lack of release date, target audience, and potential esports and more. Last month, the Pokemon Company and Timmy Studio announced Pokemon Unite, a Pokemon-themed MOBA for Switch and mobile. In the recent interviews with the Japanese news outlet Dime, producer Masaki Hoshino and his team shared a few more insights into the rather interesting new project. The details include their thoughts on Pokemon Unite's target audiences, potential esport, etc. So here's what he basically said. Expanding the Pokemon IP to different games is difficult. Unite was realized in large part due to Tencent's expertise. It's a strategic team battle game and not just another MOBA. Timing of launch is not yet decided due to translation and development progress. The game is aimed at all Pokemon fans and also new fans, old and young. The genre is already popular among young gamers in China, in the East on mobile. The game is on Switch for the West and North America, who prefer physical controllers over touch. There will be no esport focus initially, but the game could become an established esport if the player base takes it in that direction. Would be interested in doing world championships like the Pokken tournament. So basically just kind of giving us the general information of what they want to do with this and why they're doing it. And let's be fair, we already know why they're doing this. They're doing this for the Chinese market because they know the Chinese market loves their mobile games, but also for the Japanese market, because I don't know if you guys know this, the Japanese market, they love their mobile phones and they love playing mobile games. It's one of their favorite things ever. And MOBAs specifically are very popular in China and in Japan. So it's really the only reason. The rest of us out in the world, Europe, North America, you know, South America, literally everybody else, we're not in the same boat there. I mean, sure, we enjoy MOBAs, but, you know, we don't like mobile games that much. We prefer our PC or console games. So, yeah, but that's basically what they had to say. It's really not much brand new information here, but I thought it was just worth mentioning this because, hey, why not? It was some news that dropped, and that's basically it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.